Hey guys, how's it going? Well, I got in the second 2500 in FPP. This is VHF, as you can tell by the antenna, and it is FPP. It came with that screen protector on it, but the screen protector wasn't as ratty as this one, or I mean, it was a little more rattier than that one. So I went ahead and removed it. The other ones on my 5000s are fine. You know, I mean, they've got good screens to them, and these screens are pretty durable. I may get a protector and put it on there, but for the most part, you know, it's fine. But yeah, these radios are very, very nice. The signal, there's no signal degradation between that and a 5000. None that I can tell. It's an 8 meg. This is a 4 meg. This is an 8 meg. This is an 8 meg here, and let me zoom out, and that's an 8 meg. Still, I'm fucking with this camera because I've got this cord here. Having problems with my battery. I gotta call JVC and have them figure out what's going on there. But yeah, these are very good radios. This XTS, it's been on for the most part of 3 days. And let me see, it's on mirrors check. Okay. I can see if I can't. Let me tilt this up. No. Mirror check. Sorry guys. Shit. Mirror check. There you go. Mirror check. Good radios. I really like them. They're a lot lighter than the 5000s, but the 5000s are really, really nice. Both of them are. I don't have complaints about either one of them. Mirrors check. Mirrors check. I turned up the volume on this, but mirrors check. So this radio has Quiet Pro and Silex, I think is what it's called. I could be wrong. I think it's Quiet Pro and Silex. I don't know what that means. This was evidently at one point a UHF. There was a Q split. It surprised me when I got it. But they converted it to VHF, and what's interesting is I took the back tags off, or I mean I took the back plate off, or the battery off rather, and I looked at the back tag and I ran the model number and the serial number, because I do that on all my radios, but I ran this in service mode. This flash code number is exact to what's in the radio itself. So the radio itself didn't have to, it was originally off the Motorola line with FPP, and for that to be the case, that's very rare to find a radio with a matching flash code. And with good tags, it's FM approved. It does have this, it's got a gas plug, and then it says do not block vents. I can possibly feel vents in there, but I don't know if why that's like that. This is a 2500i, which is just what this is too. This one I believe has vents. Yeah, there we go. Intrinsically safe. And you can see the vents on this one as opposed to that one. Not quite sure about that, but they work really good and they're very good radios. So I'm gonna get a hold of Co when he gets back and shoot these radios off, these two, because these are both in VHF. Man, I've been dicking with this fucking camera for I don't know how long. this battery is driving me up a wall. I keep having to use a cord when I do videos, and it's just getting in the way. I need to call JVC and have them send me out a different battery because this is just shit. But yeah, it's a good, really good radio, and there's not a mark on it. I removed the plastic coating, and because it really wasn't as nice as this coating, I mean, it was wearing off a little bit, so I just said screw it, I'm going to go ahead and remove it. And because, you know, I mean, the XTSs are flawless, and, you know, I mean, maybe 1 or 2 scratches will get on it, but, you know, just as long as you're not, you know, banging it around, you know, I mean, it'll be in good shape. Comes with the GPS Moto Turbo style 6-inch antenna, and it's got the man down feature. The man down's programmed to nuisance delete. I've got monitor, talk around direct, I believe, and then scan, which I believe, oh, I'm in a different one. I've got to go down. I haven't programmed gone into all the zones here. Probably scan on that. There you go. Scan here. Scan on and off. But yeah, these radios are really, really nice. I really, really like them. They need nothing. I mean, they're ready to go. It came with a charger. It came with a brand new Motorola battery. 2009 date code, but it was in the box, in the Motorola box. So I've got good batteries for them. For every single one of these, I've got good batteries, and man, these are going to be great. I'm going to send these 2 off and get them turned into Model 3s and flash for FPP, and then that'll be the set. And the rest of the radios will be going out the door when I can get a chance. I'm still having to, it takes a while to get to my shop, but I've been doing work out there, and you know, it takes time to, you know, for the things that I need to do, and the things that I need to get as far as licensing and stuff, but it's going and it's working well. So once I get it up and running, it'll be good. But yeah, I've had this XTS on for probably 2 or 3 days, and this battery is still working. So I mean, it's one of these lithium ions that just run really, really strong, down to 1 bar. But yeah, this UHF, you can tell on the antennas, UHF is a little skinnier antenna than the VHF. You can't really tell it here. Yeah, you can, a little bit. But both of them are just fantastic. You know, I still prefer the 5000s because I just like 5000s. I like the design, and I do like a couple of the features. But for radios, man, these 2500s are hard to beat. They're small, they're compact, they're not nearly, at the end of the day, when you get done carrying one of these as opposed to carrying one of these, you will know the difference. You really will. And, you know, that says quite a bit. You know, I mean, but at the same time, I give them both. I still like the 5000s better, but I give them both A's because they're that good, and I really like them. But I've got, that's 8 meg, that's 4 meg, that's 8 meg, that's 8 meg, both of them. So you know, I mean, for what it is, I think it's a damn nice setup. And these housings are flawless. And the 2 that I'm getting are brand new. So all these radios are going to be in FPP, and I'll have 5 VHFs and 1 UHF. Well, 5 VHFs. All these will be FPP and VHF, and then I'll have this one in UHF. By the way, if anybody knows about these antennas that have, do you have any, if anybody has a GPS antenna that says GPS, let me know, because I'm curious about that. These say VHF and UHF. And Wiscom, it was kind of, they did ship my antennas out, so they should be on the way, but I'm going to probably use those on these radios and see how those work. But yeah, that's it, and they're just really good radios. It's so quick to go in here and, you know, and work on these radios. They're just that nice. You know, they just really put out good products. And these radios, as they sit, I mean, they need nothing. You know, they've got brand new batteries, everything else is brand new on them, and I mean, you know, I couldn't ask for better radios. And the 5000s, same. Anyway, guys, take it easy later on. Try and stay cool in this heat. I don't know how hot it is where you are, but today and yesterday it's been 107 and 109, I think it got. So stay out of the heat. Later on, guys, take it easy.